Sledding game is a game that over 500,000 people, myself included, have been following the development of for somewhere around a year now. And on Friday, the 26th of September 2025, the developer released a demo. So now I'm going to do what I usually do on this channel, and review it. As an added bonus, I also happen to work in game development, so I'm hoping I can give some extra insight on the more technical side of things. Anyway, let's play the game. Okay, so here we are. Sledding game, or demo, I suppose. Sledding demo. So far I'm liking the menu looks nice. The little panorama around the kind of ski lodge thing is cute. I am a little concerned about the sheer number of campfires. Seems like a fire hazard, seeing as the lodge is almost entirely wood, but you know, it's not my ski resort, so I guess do what you want. After complaining about the fire hazard that the campfires pose to the lodge, I immediately got distracted by looking through the settings menu. I'm gonna check. Come on, man. What are we doing? Sorry, peaceful mode? Am I gonna get hit by a sled and die or something? It's bad. Do not need to. This is not an issue with the game itself, I'm just easily distracted. Anyway, drinking sounds. Why? Why are there drinking sounds? Why isn't it a round number? Why are they all weird numbers? Why is the look sensitivity 11? Oh, my computer is going to take off. Jesus Christ. One of the first things I noticed about this game is that it makes my computer fans go very fast. Not constantly, but often enough and for a long enough amount of time for it to be noticeable. This isn't necessarily a problem, and I didn't notice any performance issues, but my computer is relatively powerful, so I'm not quite sure if there would be some problems for less powerful computers. With that out of the way, I opened up a lobby and started playing. Okay, let's just play a game. We have good internet. My internet is average. My computer is going to fly away, though. Welcome to Sledding Demo. Exit the lodge circle to sled. No sledding in the lodge. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. That seems like a hazard. How do I move something? Okay. Oh, right. Left shift to sled. Okay. Oh. That went poorly. Same button to stop sledding. Oh, I don't think I need a button to stop sledding. I think I'm okay. Take a look through the actions menu. Some actions aren't available in the lodge, fair enough. What is that guy doing? Is he crying? What's going on? Shaking? Is he waving? I can't tell. Oh, that's cute. Can I do a little dance? No, that's not a dance. What is that? Okay. Point. That's fun. Some actions aren't available in the lodge, no worries. And this is how you see who's in your lobby. Excellent. It's just me because I have no friends. There's proximity chat in the game too. Awesome. I love proximity chat. Also tried to put tips in the top right. Sure did. There are some tips. I'm not saying more. Okay. Now go look. I could learn how to read, that'd be useful. Now go look around the lodge. Sorry, I don't know what it is about this font. It's making me feel dizzy. I'm not sure what it is, but it is. It's doing something to my brain that I don't like. Or go sledding or something and figure the rest out. There's no real objective besides having fun. Awesome. That seems cool. Seems lighthearted. Good, easy entertainment. Apparently I got 23 points from starting sledding and immediately falling on my face. Overall, I like the tutorial. A rule that I generally follow when it comes to game development is assume the player knows nothing, and while I feel like the tutorial definitely covered the basics, I also think that some more insight into the more technical side of sledding, such as how to steer and do tricks and things like that, would have been nice. It doesn't even necessarily need to be explicitly stated. There could just be little tips and trick signs and posters around the map. Yeah, why are there so many campfires? This seems like a problem. I don't know, maybe I don't just have enough of an adventurous spirit to put a campfire 3 meters away from my lodge made entirely out of wood, I don't know. Other than the fire hazard posed by the campfires, this game has a really nice atmosphere. I've never quite been able to get behind the caked up frog aesthetic, but it's easy to look past when there's little s'more and hot chocolate making stations dotted all over the map and little trails in the snow left by the player while wandering and sledding around. Oh, is this like for toasting marshmallows? I just want the stick. Goodbye. After admiring the surroundings, I decided that it was time to do some sledding, so I headed over to the ski lift. Well, there's a ski lift up there. I guess maybe we should go and do some sledding, perhaps. That's what the game is about. While going over to the ski lift, I did start to find that the player moves quite slowly, which at the start was okay, but over time did make exploring possibly more tedious than it needs to be. Regardless, I got to the top of the slope where my dismount from the ski lift was uncoordinated at best. I guess I'll get to the top of this mountain and go from here. How do I get off? I forgot how to get off. How do I get off? Oh, I just... Wait, my stick fell through the floor. How do I get up? I can only... I'm seeing through walls. Okay. I lost my stick, so that's kind of disappointing. Alright. So I guess I just kind of Why is there an electric fence? A question we should all ask ourselves, really. Restricted area. Unauthorized entry is punishable by 1 kick. Do not try to run. Sorry, 1 Yeti kick. Do not try to run. It will catch you. I want to get kicked by the Yeti. Have you really had a proper sledding experience if you haven't been kicked by a Yeti? Another question worth asking ourselves. This is just a personal preference, but I honestly feel like it would be way funnier if there wasn't a warning for the Yeti, and if you stray too far from the playable area, you learn the hard way that the Yeti disapproves of trespassing. I also do feel that the electric fence draws away from some of the coziness of the game. Regardless of this, the Yeti is great. Oh, the Yeti! Yes! My goodness. Oh, okay, don't look too high up, you'll just glitch the hell out. Oh no! The Yeti kicked me outside the gates! Oh lord. Okay. Yeah, that's about how I feel. Okay. How do I get back up? Okay, I just jump. 5 stars. Would get kicked again. Anyway, after getting kicked into next Tuesday by the Yeti, I finally got around to trying out the sledding. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't really know how I'm supposed to kind of do tricks. Am I supposed to kind of like... I'm finding it hard to pick up speed. Like, the controls are very... It's sort of... I feel like I have a lot of drag? Like, you know how snow doesn't have very much friction? I feel like I'm dragging a lot. That's strange. Notwithstanding that I turned on caps lock when I started sledding, starting off on the slope feels really nice. But I feel like I lose momentum way too quickly for the incline and terrain that I'm on. Also, I wish that the sled rotated in the direction that I was moving, because I find that it not doing that makes steering a little less intuitive. Also, I'm probably just bad at the game. I did have another go, but if I'm honest, it was probably worse than the first time. Why do I jump so little? I only have tiny legs, but I'm also a frog. What the? No! Let me on the thing. Let me on the golden ski lift thing. I want the. Let me on. Yeah. I don't think he's had a thought over his life. How do I leave? Oh, there we go. Yeah. He just looks so defeated whenever he like ragdolls like that. Keep pressing E instead of W. It's a problem. So there's not like, it doesn't seem like there's specific kind of ski slopes. I think I can just ski anywhere. I keep calling it skiing, it's sledding. I can just, oh, down I go. No, 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 stop that. Okay, so you can immediately stop ragdolling by pressing space. That's good to know. Okay, I guess we're sledding with just direct eye contact. That's the worst. I hate that. Straight into a tree. Okay. Nope, nope. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay. Okay, that's my bad. After my sub-average attempts at sledding, I decided to take a break and check out the lodge. Right, here we are. I mean, this feels cozy. This is cute. What's all this then? Oh, okay, they've got a hot chocolate machine thing there. I tried to jump onto it. I'm supposed to press F. Okay. A cup. I'm so cold after falling in the snow and getting drop kicked by a Yeti. There we go. Nice. Let's press F. Most of this, like, control issue stuff is mostly me. I'm just very bad at keyboard. I guess I'll just stand on this bench and just ominously drink hot chocolate. That seems fun. No, don't put it down! I want to drink it. Okay. Overall, the lodge is nice, it feels cozy, you've got access to infinite hot chocolate, and it acts as a great hub to buy new items and accessories to customize your character and sled. Oh my god, trinkets! Love trinkets, what's this? Ooh! I can buy 5 locks! I can get trinkets. I love trinket dyes. Oh, I can change the color of my sled. That's cute. I don't have any trinkets though. What's this? I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, I largely enjoyed the lodge. There were a couple of things that I didn't like quite as much. Firstly, there's these randomizer item machines where you can spend some of the points you've collected from sledding or doing other activities around the map. It seems like you spend the points you get from sledding on, like, mysterious things. I'm guessing that's like the trinket thing over there. I don't mind this as a mechanic in itself, but the design of the machines feels out of place and makes the lodge feel a little bit commercialized and undercuts some of the coziness of the area. But I think with an aesthetic change, these would feel a lot more cohesive with the rest of the lodge. The second thing I wasn't quite sold on were the activities within and around the lodge. I found myself asking the question, why is there a insert feature here in a game about sledding? Quite a lot. Now, to be fair, I've never actually been to a ski lodge, so if this stuff is actually quite common, feel free to disregard my next statements. There are a number of activities in this game that I don't feel are inherently sledding or even snow/winter related. For instance, is roulette a commonly played game at a ski lodge? What about karaoke? And cornhole? Or darts? How about selling fish that you caught from a tiny hole in the snow on the top of a mountain? Fish? What? Sell your fidge. They're not called that. No fish to sell. Why would I be selling fish in a game about sledding? I can't be too harsh on the fish one because I actually really enjoyed the fishing mechanic, although I do feel like the fish selling stand should be outside the lodge. I suppose to me the unrelated activities can make the game feel a little discordant, but other than that, I'm a big fan of the lodge. I also discovered that I could wear a cowboy hat, and that made me very happy. Oh, I can get a cowboy hat, that's fun. Here, okay. Do I already have that hat? Can I? Oh, I have a cowboy hat, that's so cool. After kitting myself out with a very nice hat, I decided to head back to the slopes. And while it did take a while, I was able to get to the top of the tallest mountain currently available in the demo. Ooh! Oh wait, no, it's cornhole. Okay. The mountaintop was really nice. It had a little s'more making area and some proper races, and these were really fun. Okay, I'm going to place a marker, like, right here. Marker time. Oh, I got a green one this time. Okay. And I'm going to... what's this? Okay, why am I in an orb? What's the orb about? These are really hard to read. This one doesn't have any checkpoints, just go. My best on this one without falling is 25.06 seconds. This is the text on these signs are quite difficult to read. I learned later that you can zoom in. That helped a lot. Another thing I learned later is that you're supposed to interact with the flags and then the slopes will behave like proper races. Ooh, okay, so this is fun. This is good. I like this. Again, I'm losing momentum really fast. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I still have my stick. That brings me such joy. I'm not even, like, doing any actual tricks or anything. We're gonna go on the rock. Yes! A spin. And then we fall and just roll. all the way down there. Bye Sled, I'll miss you. Oh, that's fun. Okay, that was cool. Funnily enough, once I figured out how the game worked, it was a lot more fun. I decided to finish up playing with an attempt on the other course at the top of the mountain. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, it has a timer, that's so cool. Okay. Where is the next checkpoint though? Like down here? Is that where I'm supposed to be going? The flag, it says it's over there, but I can't see anything. This feels maybe like the right way, but I'm really, again, I'm losing that momentum. Oh, does pressing the forward key bring you back more momentum? That would have been useful information. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the checkpoint. I'm not moving very fast. Hi guys, sorry about your cornhole game. Oh, come on. Yay! Okay, that was really cool. I really liked that. Make more of the game like that, and that is amazing. That's so fun. You doesn't need to be cornhole, is probably my main point there. Stop doing cornhole and do more of that, and that's great. As you can probably tell, I enjoyed that one quite a lot. I decided to end on a high and finished up playing about there. So now it's time for my final thoughts on the game. Overall, this is a really fun game, but there are a couple of places where I feel like some improvements could be made, but like I said, the majority of it is pretty enjoyable. My computer did sound as though it was going to take off multiple times while recording, although I never noticed any major lag spikes. Like I said earlier though, my computer is relatively beefy, so less powerful computers may run into some issues. Graphics-wise, I find the game visually pleasing. I like the hand-drawn style. There were some issues that I ran into with white text being backed with the white snow, which when viewed from certain angles was illegible. The snow does clip through the sled quite a bit, which isn't a huge deal. Clipping like this doesn't usually affect gameplay, it's just something I noticed. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the electric fence that surrounds the map. I'd much prefer to run directly into a blizzard and get kicked back in the map by a Yeti with zero warning whatsoever. I couldn't find any major bugs or glitches of note, although sometimes when an item was dropped it would fall through the floor, which isn't a huge problem in a game like this, more of an observation I made. There's definitely a learning curve to sledding. I would have really liked to have been told how to maneuver the sled while it's in the air during the tutorial. I also find it a little disconcerting that the sled doesn't rotate in the direction you're looking, because it makes steering feel less intuitive. I've noticed as well that the sled tends to lose momentum quite quickly, which is odd to me because snow has very little friction. I think that I may have discovered later on that I was supposed to be holding W while on the ground, which seemed to allow me to maintain that momentum for longer, but I was kind of expecting gravity and lack of friction to do a lot more of the work. That being said though, the physics on the sled and the ragdolling of the frog both feel really nice, and once I got the hang of it, I had quite a bit of fun. While the sledding mechanic itself is fun, I do wish that the slopes were more, for lack of a better word, planned out. Now this is partially a me problem because since I've been following the development of this game, I've kind of always imagined that you would sled through flags and that would give you points while also clearly marking out which areas the main slopes are. Instead, the game is based more around doing tricks, which is cool, but I felt that the slopes lend themselves better for precision and speed rather than air tricks. While character movement is mostly good, the speed in which the character moves is frustratingly slow, which makes me feel like I'm spending more time traveling between locations than actually playing the game. To fix this, the player speed could be increased, or you could place checkpoints around the map, which once you've been to a location with a checkpoint, you can always fast travel back. I also found that the character's jump feels heavy. I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but I just felt like I wanted to be able to jump higher. There are mini games all around the lodge that the player can have a go at, like darts, roulette, and cornhole, just to name a few. But to my knowledge, none of these games are inherently winter themed, so to me they feel slightly out of place. On the other hand, I really liked the hot chocolate and s'more making because they felt like there was something I would do in the snow. I think swapping out some of the mini-games for more wintry ones would make the lodge area feel a lot more cohesive. Regardless of my critiques, this is an awesome game that I would definitely recommend checking out, especially if you enjoy multiplayer. And to Sledding Game Man, if you ever happen to see this, you do not have to act on any of my suggestions, you did not ask for them, and as such, you have every right to ignore them. From one solo developer to another, I think you've created a really cool game, and I've enjoyed watching your development process so far. Anyway, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one.